It's already hard being Superman, but now you have to live in a world where every single person on Earth has access to kryptonite. Every mugger, every criminal, every murderer. How do you save the world when you could die from anyone? Welcome back, and this is Superman Unlimited. In picking up where we left off, we begin with a flashback into the past. We see how the Daily Planet was created. Now, it wasn't just some giant blob, some giant planet in the sky. It meant hope. It meant truth. And now, the Daily Planet is going international. It's going everywhere, even Gorilla City, including the Emerald City itself, the city that took the brunt of the kryptonite that fell to Earth, that big planet-sized kryptonite that Superman protected the Earth from. Well, they started to cash out on that. I mean, why wouldn't they? It was practically a big chunk of diamond. They dedicated all their money to Superman. They dedicated their money to kryptonite. And to celebrate the commemoration of the Daily Planet, they made a giant kryptonite-sized planet. Now, this would have been an insult to Superman, except Superman didn't care. The people that cared about it were the criminals. I mean, like I said, kryptonite was considered to be a jewel. So they were going to steal it. Obviously, this place was a no-fly zone because it was considered the Emerald City for a reason. There was kryptonite on every block. Superman would be useless, so they had to police themselves. They had the perfect tools, though. They had the Emerald Army, the Emerald Knights. As soon as crime was committed, they stepped out like boom. You commit no crimes in my city. A bunch of them realistically didn't want to do this, but yeah, it was their job, so they did it well. Protect the king, protect the country. But the thing is, it was not supposed to be a king-ruled country. This guy was the president. Why is everybody referring to him as the Emerald King? Well, that sounds very, very supervillain-like, don't you think? Regardless though, in the West, people were taking this influx of freaking kryptonite very seriously. Jack Ryder #1 was telling everyone that this thing was unhealthy, and at the same time he was plugging his nth metal brand deal. Like, bruh, you're putting nth metal in your system to protect it from kryptonite? I mean, that's smart, but shit, it sounds dangerous to me. His guest today was a farmer who claimed that her goats mutated from taking the excess kryptonite in the water system. But the thing is, Superman, or rather Clark Kent, was there to fact check. By the looks of it, that goat is 2 years old, and this new meteor just landed 2 months ago. You're lying, ma'am. She didn't even deny it. She said, yeah, I'm not lying. I mean, my goats were always two-headed, but look at his eyes. They're green. Jack said, were they always green? She said, yeah, but they're greener now. He said, Jesus Christ, cut the feed. Cut the feed now. Clark signed off and the show was over. In his mind, we see who he truly is. He was the Creeper, and he found this performance utterly pathetic. Which places with me, it's lunchtime. But honestly, some people took lunchtime very seriously because right outside, there was a robbery going down and they had the power of knockout. Now, if you don't know who Knockout is, she's a Wonder Woman level baddie. Shorty was strong. She was raised on Apocalypse, so she knows how to fight. The only problem was she was a little bit too flamboyant. Superman was here to stop the robbery though, but they were not even afraid. They had Knockout. She moved quickly, but Superman was not even trying to dance. He flinged her to the side like, fall back. The rest of them, they were still not afraid because now they could shoot. Now, usually he would take the bullet to his chest just to prevent them from hitting strangers, but he didn't realize that these bullets were kryptonite laced. Now, you need to keep in mind that kryptonite is mad expensive, so they said, nah, only use bullets if necessary. For now, let's go old school. We're going to cut and beat you to death. What? You want to beat the Man of Steel to death with kryptonite shit? Yeah, that's tough. The Creeper pulled up trying to stop the robbery, but he saw Superman getting his ass beat, and he said, that dinner and a show. It's my lucky day. He just sat there and he watched as Superman got the beat down of his life. But here's the thing. While they could end him, Superman wasn't really helpless because before they could pierce his chest, he turned gold. He was gold. Now, flip back 3 days ago. When Superman awoke into this new world, he had new abilities, and most of the Kryptonians around him were jealous. Now, he was practically invincible. He could not be hurt. It wasn't permanent, of course. 200 seconds, nothing more, nothing less. And because of this, he uses up the energy of 100% of the super cells in his body. So when he's out of this mode, he's practically less than a human. The tiniest flick would hurt like a bitch. But you see, how come he was using it right now? And when Batman snapped his fingers, how come he was out of it? Come to realize specific lights bring this energy out. So he had to be careful as Clark Kent or else he would just start glowing. And he has to use this power specifically only when needed. You have 200 seconds. Move. Now back in the fight, he used those 200 seconds well. He grabbed all the kryptonite, wrapped it in a gun, and threw it to Jupiter. Literally. The creature watched this, of course, and was like, I'll help, but he's golden as well. I don't want people to mistake us. The robbers were going all out. They were still shooting, and he had the time. Moving as fast as he could possibly move, he noticed the green aura was leaving, so with his normal hand, he knocked him out. Come to find out, his hand was hurting like a bitch. Knockout also wanted to fight, but he bluffed her like, stand down so I don't throw you to the moon. Now, knowing who he was, I'm pretty sure it was the smart thing to do to stand down because he probably would have still fought. The mission was over. Only one robber wasn't caught. He was about to kill Superman, dead ass, until the creature finally stepped in. Like, I saved your life. But in his mind, he was still arguing with himself. Did I really? He said, of course, look at him. He's no longer glowing. And I'm pretty sure right now he's a normal man. Let's test it out real quick. He grabbed a straw, ate his sandwich, and spat it out. And he went like a bullet, hitting Superman. And he actually said, ow. This was caught on camera. The whole world now knows he's weaker after his golden mold. The creature fucked up, and he knew it. Oops, I probably should leave this place. My bad, Superman. Now at the bar though, Clark Kent realized he was having a bad day. He fact-checked him in front of the world. It was sucky, and it doesn't help that the price of kryptonite keeps increasing after he's trying to warn the world of the damage it could cause. It was radioactive material, for Christ's sake. I'm pretty sure it gave Lex Luthor cancer at one point in the comics. Did they forget about that? I guess they did. But regardless though, the king wasn't happy with the reports of kryptonite being bad. It was bad for business. He wanted to put a stop to this reporter, and he hired the Toy Man to do it. Kill him. Paying him with kryptonite. Toy Man promised. This is going to be fun.